Hey there, welcome to the locker room. Coach Arias here. Today's message, are you hurt or are you injured? Are you hurt or are you injured? I remember growing up playing football, couldn't have been any older than 8 or 9 years old. My high school football, or my pee-wee coach at the time, name was Brad Turnbull. Tough, treated us like we were in the NFL at 8, 9 years old. I swear he made men out of most of us. And what he used to say, and I know you've probably heard coaches say this before, but when I was 8, 9 years old, it was very unique. He'd say, are you hurt or are you injured? And the difference was, if you were injured, you couldn't play anymore. Maybe you broke your ankle, or you tore a ligament, or there's something that stopped you from being able to play the game. You weren't just in pain, you weren't sore, you were injured. Being hurt means maybe you could shake it off. Maybe you cut your elbow, or you got a deep bruise, or you were hurt inside, or you got your bell rung real quick, but you could shake it off, you could tough it out, and you could keep it pushing, you could keep it moving. Oftentimes in life, what I find is there's a lot of setups, there's a lot of setbacks that are only a setup for a comeback. There's a lot of setbacks that are a setup for a comeback. But people think that they're injured. They're not injured. We're not injured. It takes a lot for us to really be broken, to be injured as a human being, as a person. We were made tough. We were made strong. But when you start to tell your mind that you're injured when you're really just hurt, your body will react to that. Start telling your mind, I'm hurt. It's just a bruise. I'll dust it off. I'll shake it off. I'm going to heal. This cut will heal. I'm going to keep playing through the pain. Perfect example of this, the other day I was getting my head shaved. Typically, you see the haircut here, it's very easy to do. I do it myself. But one time I went out and I got my head shaved. I got everything. I got a nice shave. They did the foam, the whole deal. That's not the point of the story, but here it is. When he was pushing and shaving my head, he stopped and he said, "Is it hurting?" And I said, "No." He said, "All right, because I know," the reason why I asked is I know that if it's hurting a little bit and it's pulling, I just got to push a little bit harder. I got to push harder. I said, wow, mental note to self, that's something I need to share in the locker room. That if it's hurting a little bit, most of the time that's just a sign it's time for us to push harder. Go harder, go further, go stronger, let's go a little bit tougher. We are built tougher than you even understand that we are built. We're built tough. We're built tough inside. But you got to stop telling yourself that you're injured. In life, we're on earth. We ain't in heaven yet. We're on our way, but we ain't there yet. On earth, you're going to get hurt. People are going to hurt your feelings. In business, you're going to have a setback. In sports, you're going to lose. In life, people are going to hurt your feelings. People are going to let you down. Friends are going to do something to hurt you. When you start to let that hurt, that pain, turn into an injury that stops you in your tracks, we're going the opposite direction. You know, I seen somebody the other day say, you know, I'm doing this because my grandfather just died. He passed on about a week ago, and to honor him, I'm going to go out and rock it this week. I'm going to go out a little bit harder this week. Nothing was more evident than that. I remember watching Brett Favre, one of the all-time great quarterbacks. His dad passed away, and he played in a Sunday night or Monday night football game and had one of the best games of his entire career. You think he was hurt, or do you think he was injured? He was definitely hurt. He was definitely hurting inside, but he took that pain and used it as fuel to push him to greatness. How about you? How about me? How about we? Are you hurt or are you injured? Because in life, if you're on your way to the top, if you're on your way to greatness, get ready to be sore. Get ready to go through pain, but any setback, use it as a setup for a comeback with me. Let's go out and play with a little bit of pain. Let's go out and play hurt. That's how we know we're on our way to being a champion, being a victor and not a victim. Thanks for joining me in the locker room. Looking forward to seeing you next Saturday.